Are you familiar with The Art of War by ancient Chinese military expert Sun Tzu? Well, I'm about to explain how Israel is implementing Sun Tzu's successful military strategy, yet totally by accident, without any intention whatsoever. A famous aspect of Sun Tzu's Art of War is, and I quote, "Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." End quote from Sun Tzu. Well, just the other day, after Israel successfully took out a senior Hezbollah leader in Beirut, Lebanon, after the world and the Biden administration warned Israel not to attack Beirut, Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant said Israel is not looking for war with Hezbollah, diplomatic route always better. Now, our enemies view that as weakness, and that only invites them to continue their aggression against us. Talking the talk of being able to destroy Lebanon, yet just making targeted attacks and then running to the world saying, "We don't want war," is not the way to defeat an enemy and subdue him. Israeli leaders sincerely think they are preventing full-scale war with that behavior, but in reality, they are inviting the full-scale war. And in the end, Israel will be forced to totally destroy Hezbollah in Lebanon, as we are in the midst of totally destroying Hamas in Gaza. Israel's leaders have no intention on implementing Sun Tzu's Art of War, but they are inadvertently doing it, which will lead to Israel's ultimate victory over our enemies in this war. Let me explain. As Israeli Nobel Prize winner Professor Yisrael Chai, who is a professor in game theory, that's what he got his Nobel Prize for, he says to attain peace, one must not show weakness, because that just pushes peace further away. Yet the peace process here in Israel has continuously had Israel show weakness. Number one, in the 1993 Oslo Accords, Israeli leaders Yitzhak Rabin and Shimon Peres stupidly gave away our land in Judea and Samaria and Gaza to terrorists and gave them guns. What message do you think our enemies learned from that? Then in the year 2000, Prime Minister Ehud Barak pulled out all the IDF forces from southern Lebanon in the middle of the night, thinking that that will bring peace with our enemies in Lebanon and that we will be able to defend against them. Well, we see how that worked out. Hezbollah today has over 150,000 rockets in southern Lebanon aimed at destroying all of Israel, with plans to also infiltrate Israeli communities. Then in 2005, Israel expelled close to 10,000 Jews from their homes in Gaza and destroyed 21 Jewish communities, handing Gaza over on a silver platter to our enemies. What do you think our enemies learned from that? And all of this peace process appeasement and giving away our own land. Not only do we not have peace today, Israel's continued steps of appeasement led our enemies to believe that we are totally weak and unprepared to protect ourselves from a big war against us, aimed to literally destroy the whole Jewish state of Israel. Totally. However, as Israel's leadership continues to project weakness, Israel is actually very strong. And our enemies are pushing us to do what our leaders never intended for us to do: liberate Gaza from Hamas and take it over totally, and liberate southern Lebanon from Hezbollah and take it over totally as well. Because there is no other solution to the Iranian-Qatari Muslim Brotherhood alliance war against us that will allow Israeli citizens from north and south to return to their homes without having any fear of ever being attacked again, either by rockets or by terrorist infiltration. There is no other solution. So even though Israeli leaders are not implementing Sun Tzu's Art of War strategy on purpose, for decades they have done it totally by accident. We have made ourselves appear weak for decades when we are actually strong. And the time for acting upon our strength to destroy our enemies is going to happen sooner than we think, even though it is still not soon enough. I hope that helps you understand, everyone, what's going on behind the scenes on this Art of War by Sun Tzu. And hold on to your faith. Even though we've made terrible mistakes, the Israeli leadership, the military, intelligence, political, terrible mistakes that have brought us to this situation and to this war, it is leading us to win it. I wish we did not have to pay these prices of all the dead. And I was out there protesting in 1993, saying that the Oslo Accords would bring terror and war and death and not peace. I was out there protesting against the 2000 pullout of southern Lebanon, against the 2005 pullout from Gaza, screaming the same thing, which with millions of Israelis, it would bring war, terror, and death and not peace. Well, Unfortunately, we were right. We're paying the price, but now's the time to show our strength, and they're forcing us into the corner to do what is finally necessary to do to show our strength. I'm Yisrael Chai, folks. Hold on to your faith in the one above. Strengthen our IDF soldiers. Strengthen the Jewish people. We are on the rise. If you are not yet a subscriber to my Pulse of Israel videos, go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe. And to support our work, to ensure that more people see these videos with these messages, click on the donate button on pulseofisrael.com every once in a while. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.